Great and brilliant day, everyone. Welcome to another discussion filled with fun and enjoyment. This is Teacher Jera from Camglish.com. I will be with you for 8 to 10 minutes for an educational lesson. So I hope you will learn a lot as we tackle different words. So, are you now ready? Let's now study 504 absolutely essential words. For today, we will have the continuation of lesson 33. But before we proceed to that, let's go back to the words we had in our previous lesson. Please repeat after me. Volunteer, prejudice, shrill, jolly, witty, hinder, lecture, and the last one, abuse. So for today, we will learn 4 different words like mumble, mute, wad, and retain. So, let's now begin. First, we have the word mumble. Mumble, mumble. It means speak indistinctly. Let's have the 3 sentences for this word. Ricky mumbled his awkward apology. Next, this speech course will encourage you to stop mumbling and to speak more distinctly. Lastly, when the witness continued to mumble, the judge asked him to speak up. So, let's now go to our second word, mute. Mute, mute. Mute means silent or unable to speak. Let's read the sentences. The usually defiant child stood mute before the principal. Let's go to the next sentence. People are no longer willing to remain mute on the subject of abuse of gun control. Let's now proceed to the next sentence. The horror of the famine left the inhabitants of the land mute with their tragic memories. Let's now proceed to the word wad. Wad, wad. Wad means small, soft mass. It also means to roll or crush into a small mass. Let's see the sentences. To decrease the effects of the pressure, the diver put wads of cotton in his ears. Next, the officer challenged George to explain the wad of $50 which he had in his pocket. Last, for the word wad, because the automatic firing mechanism was defective, the hunter had to wad the powder into the gun by hand. And for the last word for today, we have retain. Retain, retain. Retain means keep, remember, or employ by payment of a fee. Let's see the sentences. Despite her lack of funds, Mrs. Riley retained a detective to follow her spouse. Next, china dishes have the unique quality of retaining heat longer than metal pans. Last sentence, like the majority of people, I can retain the tune but not the words of a song. So don't forget those 4 words, okay? And if you have time, You can go back to these words and make your own sentences. Now, let's proceed to words in use. So, let's all together read the following passage to see how the new words are used in it. The title is Don't Look Over My Shoulder. Let's begin. The kibitzer is a person who volunteers useless information, especially in card games, causing the players to be prejudiced against him. The name comes from a Yiddish word which originally referred to a certain bird whose shrill cries scare the animals away upon the approach of the hunters. Though the kibitzer may think he is being jolly or witty, his advice often hinders more than it helps. We may scold at him or lecture him for his abuse of our friendship, but he still continues to mumble his unwelcome remarks. The serious player may even wish he could make the kibitzer mute by sticking a wad of cotton in his mouth. The kibitzer, however, may not realize that he is causing torment or distress to his colleagues. Thus, we may have to resign ourselves to his annoying habit if we wish to retain him as a friend. So, don't forget those words, okay? And now, let's proceed to picture it. Which of the words studied in this lesson is suggested by the picture? Oh, that's great! You're correct. This picture suggested the word lecture. Again, lecture. So, this is the end of our lesson for today. I hope you learned a lot. Again, this is Teacher Jera saying study hard and do good. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.